Welcome back to Knights TV. Spencer Burke alongside Paige Martin. And Paige, last week we outlined how busy of a week the Knights had with all of the trades, but this week we got to take a look at the Knights' new revamped roster.
Absolutely. It started here on Thursday night in Budweiser Gardens when the Knights hosted the Kitchener Rangers. They were handed a 5-1 loss. Cole Timken had the goal for the Knights, and it was also the return of Joseph Raymaker. Yeah, it was good to see Raymaker's back in between the net for the Knights, Paige, and Cole Timken, as you mentioned, scored the lone goal for London. He's one of those players that I think we'll start to see get a bit more ice time for the remainder of the season. A big physical forward, but he's also proven to put pucks in the back of the net as well. And on Friday, the Knights hosted the Hamilton Bulldogs. It was where we saw 3 players face off against their former clubs. Robert Thomas and Nick Mattinen, both in a Bulldogs jersey, facing off against the Knights, and Connor McMichael, this time in a Knights jersey, facing off against the Bulldogs. Yeah, a lot of mixed emotions in this game, Paige. Robert Thomas making his return to the Budweiser Gardens, and he made his presence felt, putting up 2 assists. Robert was actually kind enough to speak with us after the game.
Yeah, it's definitely been a whirlwind of emotions. Obviously, the gold medal, that was something really special, something I won't forget, and that was an all-time high for me. And then, I heard the news I got traded. It was sort of mixed emotions. You know what? It was tough to leave London. I've been there for 2.5 years, but at the other end of it, I was really excited when I heard Hamilton because I knew they had such a great team, and they're in first place in the East, and they got a lot of great guys in there, and so it was tough, but it was also really exciting, right? As we get another chance to push for it.
And you came back tonight, you had a big win with Hamilton, you picked up a couple of points in the process. What were the feelings like scoring some points and building that you're used to playing for the home team?
Yeah, it was definitely an emotional one. The first couple of periods were pretty emotional for me, and but at the end of the day, it's just hockey, and I just try to focus on playing my game, and these are big 2 points for us. So it was sort of an emotional one, but it was really nice how it ended.
Robert Thomas showed nothing but class during his time here in London, and we wish him the very best in his future endeavors. Yeah, Thomas, a very kind and respectful young man, Paige, and he will be missed in London. But since he was traded, the Knights needed to name a new captain. That's right. Evan Buescher was named captain of the London Knights earlier last week, and we actually got to speak with him about this new opportunity. Evan, earlier in the week, you were named the new captain of the London Knights. So how does it feel your responsibility changes now that you're wearing the C?
It's a huge honor. It's sad to see the guys go, but it's a big honor, especially seeing the guys wear it before. So I think main thing is leading by example. We got a lot of young guys. I think if they see the older guys, captaincies working hard, I think they're going to follow. So I think that's the main thing. And I just saw you shaking hands with former captain Robbie Thomas. So what have the emotions been as he's left this week? Yeah, it's really sad to see him go. He was one of my best friends on the team, but happy for him. He's doing great, which is all that matters. Really did great tonight. Sadly, we couldn't shut him down at least, but sad to see him go. And you picked up another assist tonight. There's still a lot of hockey to be played the rest of the season. So what's the message for this team going forward? Compete. I think we got a lot of young guys. I think we're going to have to compete that much harder with the amount of young guys, and I think building our chances, and once we start doing that, we'll be fine. Well, Evan Buescher now wearing the C for London, but they also needed to name 3 alternate captains as well. Tyler Rollo, Shane Collins, and Alex Fermenton. Tyler Rollo and Shane Collins have a couple things in common. They were both acquired earlier this season, and they're also both overagers, so they'll really be able to bring their veteran experience as well as their proven leadership to this Knights roster. And Alex Fermenton, he started the year with the Ottawa Senators. He's fresh off that gold medal win in Buffalo, Paige, so it was really no surprise that he was named one of the alternates as well. And the Knights wrapped up their weekend on Sunday in Kitchener with a 2-1 win against the Rangers, and it was a game where we really saw the younger players take advantage of their increased ice time. Yeah, Lucas Rowe got on the board with his first career OHL goal, and Connor McMichael also scored his first goal as a member of the London Knights. Yeah, Connor McMichael went early in last year's OHL priority selection and was a pivotal part in the Robert Thomas deal, but the story of the game was Jordan Coy, who had 38 saves. Yeah, Jordan Coy, 38 saves, earning the game's first star, Page. He's been awesome since Joseph Raymakers went down with an injury in December, so it's nice to know that the Knights have 2 capable goaltenders for the remainder of the season. Looking ahead, the Knights will travel to Windsor on Thursday to face off against the Spitfires, and then they will be back at home on Friday night here at Budweiser Gardens to face off against the Niagara Ice Dogs. And Friday night's contest will feature some familiar faces. Adrian Carbonera coming back for the Ice Dogs after he was traded from London earlier in the season, and Sam Militek also making his return to the Budweiser Gardens after he was dealt last week. For Knights TV, I'm Spencer Burke. And I'm Paige Martin.